welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. IRB Women Battalion revolt against CO of 9th IRB, demand CO's transfer. The news in detail. Personnel of IRB Women Battalion rose in revolt against the commanding officer of the 9th IRB this morning. The IRB women personnel were demanding transfer of the CO, Mamata Wahingbam, saying that the CO cannot enter the premises of IRB located on the campus of Kumanlam Park. The women personnel came out and locked the gate of the IRB camp. The women personnel said the CO has been carrying out a lot of activities beyond the rules, benefits due to the women personnel have been deprived, and difference between the civil police and the armed police has been rendered meaningless. Besides, the IRB women personnel are being treated as traffic police. That's why the women personnel were launching the protest agitation, they said.
This is not about strike and humiliating those people, this and that. We really want what is the right, exactly what we have to do and what we suppose we are in this atmosphere. I mean in this police department. Police department I khoi si leifam thokpa, I khoi gi tawpham thokpa, I khoi gi phangadaba right to karambano haibdo khona khangning bane aduga I pumnamang asi interfere tawba pamde. We want to interfere with Home Minister, that's all we want to say. Officer akoigi adugi misleading akoi pamde, mana si tawe misleading pamde, discriminating pamde. We don't want any discriminating, we don't want any humility. Madam na si tawe akoi suhay hai neng de akoi directly Home Minister Rawari samin sana ba pamde. That's all we want. We don't want to disclose.
As the Department of Kha Manipur College, Kakching, is not opened regularly and punctually, and also as the teacher of the department does not come regularly, the department will be closed until a new teacher is sent to the department, General Secretary of the Students' Union of the college warned. The 12-hour Bandh in Andhra Assembly constituency called against the granting of bail to 4 accused arrested by police on charge of killing an old woman, Ibemhal of Poiro Khongjil, has affected normal life in the constituency. The Bandh started from 5 a.m. today and will conclude at 5 p.m. this evening. Many people suspected to be Bandh supporters burnt tires and other dry stuffs on the road to block traffic. On the other hand, Maira Paibis of Poiro Khongjil areas took out a torch procession last night from Thambalnu market in Andhra AC in protest against the release of the 4 accused on bail by the court. Those who participated in the procession stormed the Pandol police station. They also shouted slogans demanding punishment against the police. Police resorted to firing many tear gas shells to disperse the protesters.
I'm ready. Telero. Editor ka late. Some say huzik pudi perfectly straight ado kankhar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung dasu align straight oina laina bagidamo.
Wow. Huzik su straight oirina. Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobu, rock tobu.
In today's national and international news, a right-wing organization accused of killing a social activist, it dubbed anti-Hindu, escaped being banned years ago because the centre did not act, former Maharashtra Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan has said, blaming his own Congress party which was in power at the time. The organization, Sanatan Sanstha, is in the spotlight after the arrest of its member, Samir Gaikwad, for the murder of activist and CPI leader Govind Pansare in February. Prithviraj Chavan said he had urged the centre to ban the hardline group after 2 of its members were convicted in a 2008 bomb blast in a Thane auditorium. The Aam Aadmi Party's Somnath Bharti today failed to get protection from arrest in an attempt to murder case filed by his wife. His plea for anticipatory bail was rejected by the Delhi High Court. A contingent of the police appeared outside his home and offices after the court order, but the lawmaker was not seen. Mr. Bharti's lawyer said he would move the Supreme Court immediately. Mr. Bharti had moved the High Court after his petition was rejected by a lower court. For now, the police are free to arrest the former law minister who has been accused by his wife of domestic violence and torture. The police have arrived. Last week, the 41-year-old lawmaker showed up at a police station at about 2 a.m. hours after the High Court said that he could not be arrested until a decision on his plea. Panchayat elections in Haryana cannot be held till the Supreme Court decides the validity of a law that set mandatory educational qualifications and other criteria for candidates, the top court said today. Fixing a minimum educational qualification to contest the elections would straightaway debar 50% Indians, the Supreme Court had said yesterday while seeking Haryana government's opinion on it. Based on a petition filed by the All India Democratic Women's Association, which said the law violated a candidate's right to contest elections, the court had stayed the law last week and issued a notice to the Haryana government seeking its response. According to the law passed on September 7 by the State Assembly, while general candidates must have passed Class 10 examinations, women and Dalit candidates are required to have cleared Class 8 to contest the Panchayat polls. India and the United States kicked off a crucial dialogue in Washington with the US leaders saying America wants to be India's best friend and India asserting that their relationship is defined by natural synergy of democracies. The assertions were made at a business conclave Monday on the eve of the first strategic and commercial dialogue that would set the stage for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third summit meeting with President Barack Obama within a year next week. Our goal is to become India's best friend, US Vice President Joe Biden said, addressing the 40th Leadership Summit of US-India Business Council, USIBC, the largest bilateral trade association in the US, comprised of 300 top US and a score of Indian companies. The President and I and the entire administration believe that the India-US relationship will be a relationship that will go a long way in defining the 21st century, he said. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. IRB Women Battalion revolt against CEO of 9th IRB, demand CEO's transfer. Thanks for watching ISTV News.